hit, which was for
Hold
the
it, hold
Just
it.
for Laughs, and they hung around there.
We can start that just for laughs. I love it, but I share. So
Tiffany Haddish spent like 5 minutes talking to me, and she didn't want me to leave the
who?
club that her friend was performing at. I was
You
one of the
say?
last people to leave, and she didn't want me to leave. She was talking to me.
Who did you say?
Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, nice. I know a friend that doesn't like her, but that's him. That's him.
I wasn't a huge fan of hers at all. But the fact is, my friend who was with me, he knew about it. He said, "Go up and talk to her." So she was friendly to me. I don't know. Maybe she likes tall, lanky, chubby guys. I don't know.
Maybe it's the France Canada connection.
Oh, she's not from Canada.
No, I'm just
She's
saying, you're in
Eritrea.
French Canada. It's a
Yeah, I'm
whole,
in
it's
French,
like
but I'm an English.
Paris. Yeah,
I'm
you
an
speak
English,
English, but it's a whole air over there. You're in
and I
the
met
French
other ones.
area.
Sugar Sammy.
No,
He's more of a Canadian popular guy. Jim Norton.
of course. But let's see, Jim Norton isn't that good anymore.
No, well, I stopped listening to him because it was between Howard and him. They're on around the same time, and if I listen to both shows every day that they're on, it's 8 9 hours of sitting
Oh,
listening to
my
the shows.
friend,
Too much.
Sam and Jim and Sam are at the point where at some point I'm going to be like, they are sad to me, but I don't know when that's going to happen.
Well, how many times can you hear those comedians come back on the show? Like, what's his name? The guy with the lisp.
The best thing is when Rich Voss joins them because like Rich is still funny. Those other
Yeah,
two, sometimes they're not.
I never met him. He was here in Montreal, but I think I just didn't go that year, so I didn't meet him. But
That
I met a
sucks.
few other ones too. Lots of
Any
fun.
of the Opie crew?
Opie, I met. Anthony, I met.
Okay.
The real prick was Sam Roberts. He was like, I said, "Hey, I like you on the show." He goes,
Oh.
"Hmm." He goes, "Hmm, hmm, hmm." I didn't ask for his autograph because it wasn't a big deal.
What about was Bobo? If you met Opie, was Bobo's Opie Anthony's Bobo with him?
No, but that fucking prick, that big
Hirsch?
fat, no, the big fat guy, the Mexican, he's a real bastard. He gives me dirty looks, blocks people. The guy who does Roland's food court. He works with Jim and Sam. Maybe you don't know him. He does the booking of the guests.
I forget the Discord. I got okay.
If you, yeah,
Are
Roland's food.
you? I introduced you to Discord. Hey, what's up, man? That's
Oh,
a
someone's there.
yeah, that's my friend.
I can't tell if you're saying hi to me or someone else.
Yeah. I probably start there because the RDA guys and a bunch of other people like Opie Ampy. I
I
went to a
like.
little bit. I didn't really make a pick. I mean, at one point I favored Opie Ampy over Stern. During the RD Lang era, they were about even. Right.
Uh,
Maybe Stern was a little heavy. Maybe I was more in the Stern. At some point, they were about even, as RD Lang was on the Stern show anymore. And then soon, about 2012, Opie was. I was into that more, but I didn't leave. I didn't choose one over the other.
yeah, well, Anthony left and because of the prostitution fight in New York. You must know about that.
Yeah, of course, everyone knows about
Punched out the broad, or no, she
it. But
punched him out. She punched him out. Sorry, I did meet Anthony. He was a very nice guy, actually. People think he's a bad guy, but he was nice. Yeah,
kind of like he's kind of like he's not much of an asshole, but sometimes he can be an asshole.
well, I think because he let me talk to him and not privately, like we didn't go into a room, but there was nobody, nowhere. The mics were off, and I just asked him about the Stern Show, what he saw in the studio, and a couple of trivial things. He was nice. He answered me. That's the way you know if somebody's a decent person. They give you 30 seconds, a minute. It shows that they're not bad. Oh, I met the Howie Mandel just for laughs too.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Best
was.
thing about him was he could really just like make anything else like his energy was funny.
It's upbeatness. It's all
And
about
he was super
upbeatness.
hyper, and he was at a high level in hyperness that he was funny.
He's always been funny, but slapsticky at the beginning, and then he's a hardworking guy. He's just a guy that works like 18 jobs. He's just I don't
He had
know.
like the energy, like his energy was funny. when you see him
Yeah,
doing it on TV and stuff. And you're like, wow, that's not really a joke. That's just him making something up right there in front of you. The
he,
energy is making it funny. It's a laugh. It's good.
he's just that kind of a guy. I mean, the guy's doing he's doing AGT Canada, or is it? I mean, I can't keep up with all the jobs he has. I mean, he runs just for laughs. He's a consultant or some kind of major guy now.
And
But
just laughs. Oh, Toledo.
and then he's doing all this. America's Got Talent. Is it Canadian Got Talent? I mean, what other
Oh yeah,
shows?
he's Canadian. I forgot about that. That makes sense that he runs just for laughs. So
Well,
cool.
he
That's
doesn't
him.
run it. That's Bruce Hills,
Hey, Ashes.
but
Oh,
he's like he's part of something with that. He's like a big,
Ashes, you're in Grig's audience all the time. This is a friend of Griggy's.
yeah. Ricky's a good guy. We talked on
Yeah.
Twitter a few times, and then he said, "Come on my show if you'd like." And I listened, and I came on and rapped with the guy when he was more into the rough, wacky character with the long beard. I loved all that stuff,
I
and he
could do him kind of like, this is the Grigster man. I'm the baddest dude alive, rocking the
yeah, man.
rocking the amount from Planet X, and not so good anymore. But
He was good. He's still good, but it's up to him what he wants to do. I think he's changed direction, Greg. But
hey, Andy,
whatever he does, I support the guy. He's a very talented guy, very intelligent. Plays guitar. I mean, he's great with the wizardry of the show that he was doing. Like he knew how to make
yo,
backgrounds. I'm not good at that.
next week I'm doing a news show, and you could do music news.
I could
Yeah,
do that. I'd
yeah.
like
We're
to.
not going to talk about the Rock and Roll of Fame. I watched that video you did.
Yeah,
Talk about those next week. Save it for next week, man. We'll bring it up on music news.
the midnight.
This is breaking news.
The midnight starting time is hard for me because I take medication.
Dude, that'll be at 10,
Oh,
10:30.
10 I could do easier.
Yeah. It's news. It's always on at 10. If
Okay.
I get Sunday when With Apologies is gone, I'm going to do the news at 8, and we're going to sit there and scoff for as long as we want. We'll do a brief scoffing tonight in like an hour or so.
That's all right. I could stay up till for a while. I'll
Yeah,
just
but I would say one example of something I will scoff at. Justin Bieber decided to make a new single. Oh,
who
just the idea of that makes me do that.
who wants to do a new single?
No, he made a new single. Just the idea of him making a new single makes me go, oh, how
No,
dare he?
who is the person? I didn't hear the name.
Justin Bieber, him making a new single. I'm
They
like,
love
oh,
that. They love the guy though. He just came to the Bell Center and sold it out.
saying,
The
I
Montreal.
oak him for making a new single. That's what I did.
Who discovered him? Do you know who discovered him?
I don't know. YouTube?
No. Well, on YouTube, but I think it was that Usher. Usher discovered him. Like he kept bugging Usher, and then Usher fumbled the ball.
Oh,
Like he
really?
tried to work with him, and something went wrong. And then Timberlake took over, and then eventually his
Right.
Scott, the manager got him. So
If you like Opie and Ampy, I have one thing to say to you. Oh, whoa, douche. That's from their show.
I which era is that? Because I only got to listen 2012 or 13 because it was on series.
It is, I think it's before that. There is some guy on the show, and that's something he would say. You got to really be an Opie and Ampy and know that reference. Yeah.
What was it again?
There was some guy that was on the show a few times, I believe, and he would say that, oh, whoa, douche.
Oh, I think I heard that, but I only got to hear them once in New York because I found them in New York. But then they came to satellite, so I paid extra for the channel, and then of course it was Opie in his office chair in the hallway era with those three comics. That two of them died. You know that. Remember, Opie had his own show for a while.
Hold on, Patrice died. Who's the other one?
Nope, no. The ones later on was that Vic Henley, and after that it was the chef Carl Ruiz. He was a chef that became a popular guy with Opie. They both died. They both
Patrice died.
And Opie does like little vignettes on YouTube where he has like a couple hundred people chime in. People give him $10 and $5 and $12 and $18. He's all right. I mean, look, that's what he wants to do. He doesn't like the corporate world, so he wants to do it on his own time. He has a few bucks.
Right. We see. He's doing it. I know a grifter. I'm not going to really rag her for doing it because everybody's doing it. Wendy from the Howard Stern show, but
Oh, sure, she's like a sad case, man. And Howard, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this about Howard.
I'm really washing my hands of her streams, and I don't want to go on them anymore. I'm fine.
The thing I don't like about Howard is these poor
Hello, Jennifer.
bastards. They got no teeth. They're poor, half of them. They're begging. The guy has lots of money. He could fix Wendy's teeth for Christ's sake. Come on.
All right, we're gonna move on. We're in the Howard Stern world. The
Yes,
musical guests he has on. I've seen some of the best performances on TV I've ever seen on radio in my life.
I agree.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is his long 2-hour interviews. That I don't like. I'm tired of
Yeah.
them.
Depends who is, man. I've enjoyed a few.
Some have been, but there's too many dragged out 2.5-hour stints where I hear stories, and Howard always asks about their father. You get that? How was your father treat you when you were a boy? Because he was treated bad by his father.
All right.
So you get that in
What
droves.
did you think of Miley Cyrus jamming with Metallica on the song that made them progressive?
I think
Okay.
it was Nothing Else Matters, but I'm not sure which song. I can't
Yes,
remember. I
but if
remember.
you listen to the original, it has strings on it,
Yeah, I know.
binding them into orchestral work.
Yeah, that's true. They've
Progressive.
adapted. And Miley, I don't mind her singing, but she talks like a man, and she's cute. So I'll say that. But I'm not a fan of her, like her speaking voice. So when she talks, she sounds got a deeper voice than us.
Yeah.
It's not her fault, but
Yeah.
I'm not impressed with her work with Metallica. They don't, I heard it. It's a one-off thing. She's trying to
What
be.
about it wasn't just that. Recently, they celebrated the Black Album. They gave a big celebration with a podcast about it, and the Black Album, the blackest, like the Black Album's blacklist of covers of lots of different versions. She didn't do the only version of that song. There's others,
Right.
other songs too.
I
Wherever I May
think that's.
Roam, many others.
I didn't key into too much of her work with Metallica. I know she did one song with them.
No, I'm saying there are other songs, other artists. There's like instrumental jazz versions of a song on
Not
that
shocking.
list. What?
That's not surprising. They become mainstream now. They're buying up old one-hit wonder songs and they're publishing it. They're trying to get people to cover songs or get them in commercials or movies. They're businessmen too, so why not? They struggled. They slept on their manager's
I can
floor.
say that I'm so glad I live in the state where their whiskey is made.
Oh, you believe that business where the music generates the whiskey taste? Come on, do you believe that? It's up to you. You can. They have a thing where they have blackened whiskey or something where they play Metallica music while the whiskey's in the cask in the vat or whatever.
Metallica have a hand in the business.
That part they must be getting paid, or else why would they promote it? They come on Stern and they talk about their blackened whiskey.
That's
I mean,
true,
look it
but
up.
they put it to charity, man.
Do they?
They don't make a
Oh,
penny on it. They have a
oh, that's
charity.
that I didn't know. I
Yes,
believe you.
and they also did a live album, all acoustic, making not full versions, but acoustic versions of the Four Horsemen and Disposable Heroes.
Okay,
Thrash metal tunes.
I did not know that. I did see them live in 2010. Very good, very good. I was impressed. And
I saw them at their fests in 2012 and 13, and the big four was 2011.
yeah, well, we were pretty much one. I was 1 tour earlier than that, but what was I going to say about them? Uh, my friend was at the show where he burnt his hair. Kirk
Wow.
he was there. That's where Guns N' Roses refused to play after 6
Yeah.
songs, and my friend was there, and they were all rioting outside the Olympic Stadium.
Wow.
I wish I went to that show, but at least I have seen Guns N' Roses 3 times, but only once with the 3 main guys, which was 2017. I
You
seen
ever
them.
see him with Mr. Stratton? Is he?
Let me see. He was on the last tour, right? The 2017. He was with the Reformed, like when they all got back together for the tour. Yeah, so I did see that one. My
Wow.
problem was I paid for like the 3rd level of price, and they ended up pushing everyone back like so far that you couldn't see much. I mean, the same thing for you
Well,
too. I got screwed out of that too.
I saw no Izzy, none of the drummers, but First row. That's pretty good.
Oh my God, that I was actually very close, but was when Axel came in 2013 without the originals. It was just him and a bunch of other guys. You know,
They
Ron
weren't charging that
Thal.
much. Front row was like 100. That was like 2 years. That was right before the pandemic.
And you only paid $100.
Yeah. Front row
That's
was only
pretty.
100.
That's
No, like front row seats, not like if there's like the first row seats, pretty much.
that's
Not
amazing.
yeah.
And
If
you got
there's
to
like
see
a
the
front
guitar
where
work.
people are standing, I wasn't there. There was, so I was in the row before that. That's still pretty good.
That's amazing. I've been front row, second row for Roger Waters.
Well, I was in the third, but it's the wall. It's not going to make much of a difference. You still
No,
the big wall is there. He's there. You're not going to miss seeing the wall. It's all there still.
he's coming back on tour, but I'm not going because I just don't go to shows as much as I used to. I'm gonna.
I would like to see Mr. Gilmore. I've seen Waters. Got to see Gilmore.
Yeah, there was a chance for that in the '80s where he came on a solo tour with the blue. What was that song? Blue.
The Irish Girl.
There was a song
Oh,
Blue.
hey, Cooter. You had to say hi earlier.
But I did see Pink Floyd in 1977, the original band.
Ooh, the Animals tour.
Yeah, floating animals up in the
Uh,
ceiling there. That was with
yeah, I'm
obviously.
saying that. Well, I flipped a coin when they pinned
You're not
a
old
bunch
enough.
of records against each other from '73. Dark Side, and I flipped a coin on Dark Side and House of the Holy. House is one, but I did not flip any coins when it was '77 and Animals. I was like, nothing's gonna beat Animals. Everybody else weed. It had most of the weed
Yeah, it was,
already.
I like when they make dog barking sounds with a guitar.
You
Gilmour's
can't beat that. You cannot beat that album, even if it was. No, it had no singles. They knew they could just make it, tour, and sell. They already two hit albums. They just knew this. It was known.
They're one of the biggest bands that's only had two top 40 hits in the United States. They've only had two top 40 hits, but they're sold 75 million records in U.S. Another brick in the wall.
Money was the top 40 hit. Was the next one.
Another brick in the wall.
No, yeah.
Number one.
That's all you need.
Do you know what inspired him to write the album?
The war. His father, his grandfather.
No, there was something that triggered something in Roger Waters. Some fan spit at him, or he spit at a fan in the Montreal show in 1977 before the wall was done, and I think he said that inspired him. For some reason, I don't know what about that spitting situation inspired him, but I was there, but I don't remember that because I had terrible seats. Of course, I didn't pay. Me and my friend broke through. A bunch of people broke through the doors, and we just stood wherever we could find a place. It was like standing room only because they were so big.
But it's great, right?
Yeah, it was amazing. You're here.
They did the whole album, right?
Yeah, but I didn't see the whole show. I missed about the first 7 or 8 songs, but I got in and I got to hear the last half of the show because I
But
didn't
you
pay.
missed Dogs?
I think I can't. I was 17, bro. I can't remember 17 that clearly. I heard a lot of animals stuff off animals. It was sure full of that. But
Maybe they opened with some other shit and then said, "All right, let's get to the album time." So you
maybe
probably missed.
I remember which
So
songs
you
I
probably
heard.
missed like all right, here's a few songs, and then like, all right, we're gonna do Pigs on the Wing, and then they go into the album, right?
I think that's probably what they did. I don't know if they did the whole album. I probably heard some of it because I came about the halfway in. I saw ELP there too. Emerson Lake and Palmer in the Olympic Stadium with an orchestra.
I was never big into them, but I appreciate them on the radio. They're a great band.
Yeah. Now there's only Palmer.
Wow.
That's it. They're all.
Well, really, there's just Brian Ferry, really, and
I met him.
He's so cool. And solo, he does their music.
So I saw him in 2017. Brian Ferry. He was great.
Was it how much was solo? Was it over Roxy? Or was it
Ooh, he did play "Love Is the Drug," of course, and I think we do the what was that? The Strand. I think he did, and I'm
it's kind
sure
of like
he did Avalon, of course, because he had to.
It's kind of like Elvis Costello and doing attraction stuff.
Does he?
He's gonna pull out like I saw him, and he pulled out like
Ol-
Washington Detectives. He
Oliver's Army.
had Allison. What else? Oh, every day I write a book.
That's a
Every
good.
day I read a book. Or I write
He's not really a hit maker type of guy. He's just like one of these off to the center, off center
yeah.
kinds. But
And
he had a good
those
run.
were all attraction stuff. And of course, he came out to the encore, pumping it up.
Pumpy
Yeah,
did that one, eh? I
yeah.
never saw Costello. I should though, but
I
he'll
saw him
probably
at
come back.
Central Park for $50.
Wow.
Like
Central
maybe
Park.
5 years ago, something like that.
He's married to a Canadian. That blonde. I forget her name. She's a tall blonde. I can't remember her name. She's a popular singer.
All right. And he did like any Elvis Costello thing. You heard a lot of the new album, but the new album was really good, so I didn't mind hearing a lot of it. Right.
Yeah, he's
Everything
somebody
he
that
did, I what?
he's somebody that I would have liked to see, but I don't know if I'll see him if he comes back, but maybe. I do like his stuff.
He did. What else am I thinking? I can't
I like
remember.
Veronica.
I think he did. Is it Celine Dion? Is that the woman?
Celine Dion, I met her too.
Was he married? Is he married to
No, no,
Celine
no,
Dion?
no. Nowhere near as popular as Celine Dion. Nowhere near. It's a Diana Krall. Diane Krall. That's her name.
Okay.
Diana Krall. She's not a huge
I
star in
can
the US.
say this. I am not that big a fan of Celine Dion. Sorry. No.
She's not. I think she's got a great voice, but a lot of her schmaltzy
This
stuff.
is what I say. I'll start talking now on this. My heart goes on. Oh, horrible! I hate that
Yeah, that
song.
you wish she sank on the Titanic with it. She does have a good voice. I met her when I was in 1990. Her album was about to come out. She was at a stoplight, and I recognized her because she's big in Quebec. She's like a goddess here. So I
Did you
said,
get a
I
picture
think
or
your new album's
anything?
going to do well." And she said, "I hope so too." And then she kept going.
I gotta say, but I did enjoy her on the Weird Al interview show. He asked her several questions like, "Do you enjoy chicken enemas?"
He asked that.
So great.
She didn't punch him. She didn't slap him.
No, this is what funny people can ask people, especially weird funny people like Al.
He's
Yeah,
quite weird.
yeah.
I
Like the
like.
definition of funny and weird all at the same time.
You
Some
know, there's
things
some
are
artists that turned
weird.
him down. There's some artists that said we won't let you cover our stuff. I forget who it
Yes, and
was.
there's some artists that are weird without being funny all the time, like Zappa. He's just weird sometimes.
Yeah, he started off on the Doctor Demento radio show. That's where he got his
Al
break.
or Zappa.
Uh,
Both.
Weird Al.
Okay.
Weird Al. Dr. Demento had a radio show in the 70s, and he would play Another One Rides the Bus because he would send. This guy was a comedic radio host. You can Google him
I
later.
know.
Dr.
I
Demento.
know of him and Dr. Demento. It's
Yeah.
pretty
Oh, geez.
famous.
You look a lot younger than me, man. You must be 40. 37.
45.
What?
45.
45. Okay, I was not far. I'm
How
more.
much younger is that to you?
I'm 62. I just turned.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm growing the hair out. I figure I'm going to lose it one day. So I'll try to beat nature. I want to die with a full head of hair.
Yeah, I actually saw Mr. Al. I saw Mr. Weird Al on the tour of he's playing his originals. But it did end with a medley of the parody stuff. All the ones we know. My favorite, I was on Jeopardy,
I like that one.
baby. That medley did not include Don Pardo, which is one of the best parts.
Of course.
You're a complete loser.
Greg Kinn did that original one. Remember Jeopardy? My love's in Jeopardy, baby.
You lost on Jeopardy, like the game show. That's so funny.
The guy's brilliant. I mean,
Made yourself look like a complete jerk in front of
Like a Surgeon was good.
millions of people.
Ken Jennings, you should redo it with Ken Jennings. No,
White Nerdy was in that medley. There's a bunch of songs that was in that.
He's come here to Montreal, but I never saw him. No.
Have you ever met Billy Idol? I have not.
I actually did, kind of. I seen him twice in concert, and I called after the show. I went behind the building, where he was signing a few autographs, and I called him by his real name, William Broad. Is his real name, and he turned around and I gave him my paper and he signed it because I got his attention by giving him his real name, William. I think
William Broad.
I think
If
it's
you said Billy, he'd be like, "I'm busy over here." William Broad, he'd be like, "Okay, you got my attention."
I got the autograph, so I met John Mellencamp. I worked at the local radio station, unpaid. Remember, I told you I never got paid. Everybody screwed me. Not screwed me. They just never offered me a real job. They give me concert tickets, or they gave me like 45s and stuff. That's your pay. No, but they told me they weren't going to pay me, so I lasted as long as I could. I tried to get hired, but they wouldn't do it.
I recently got a UFOs, Strangers in the Night, Shanker Air. Yeah. Well, yeah.
What? You did a
That
show?
was their double live album, Strangers in the Night.
Which album was it? By who?
UFO.
Oh, UFO. I saw what's his name from UFO.
Shanker or Phil?
No, the guitarist, Michael Schenker. I met him too after the show.
Schenker.
And a great, Michael Schenker. He did a show in Montreal about 4 years ago, and I went.
He is on Strangers in the Night.
You're right. I know UFO a bit, but I'm not a very big.
The album it's got, you see, faces of the crowd as all in color. Double live.
He was a really good guitarist. He still is.
I could bring it in here.
And the guy who sang on Rainbow, Since You've Been Gone, the singer, I kind of met him at the end of the show. He was on tour with him.
Oh wow, the
he was
guy
one
that
of the
was
singers.
The Popular Hour. Yeah,
I can't remember his name now. I always forget this guy's name.
Fuck, I forget his name too. But you know, he was on. I think he was on Come Taste the Band. Yeah.
Probably. That guy's been around for a long time.
Remember, Richie Blackmore left, and then they did Come Taste the Band. I think he's on. Joe and Turner. Is that the guy?
No, it's another guy. He's had short hair, and he pissed off Richie Blackmore. Blackmore told him to grow his hair long. And this guy, he was in a band called the Marbles from France, and they had One Good Reason or something. They had a big hit in the 60s. This guy was the lead singer at 17 years old. Then he went to Rainbow. He's one of their singers, not Dio.
Dio started the band. Dio was the first singer.
He was but there was this
in
guy was
1975 to I think 78.
If you can look it up, just look up Since You've Been Gone. You know that song.
Yeah, I know that song.
That's the singer of that.
I'm going to show you the UFO. Hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Look at that image.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think they're pretty much not playing anymore, right? They're dying off too. Eh?
You hear that? Look at that image. No, that's an image.
That's pretty good. I should get the album just for that. His brother, Michael Shankar's brother. You know that Michael Shankar was in Scorpions.
Scorpions. Yeah, everybody knows that.
You knew that?
Yeah, everybody knows that.
And his brother's still there.
Oh, he's in this great band UFO. Get the hell out of here. He was in the Scorpions? I knew about the Scorpions before I knew about UFO. Everybody knew about them. They were all over the radio.
I saw them live 2000.
Here I come.
Very good.
Rocking in my hurricane.
Rock me like a hurricane. Yeah. That Klaus Meiner. I saw him in 2014.
Winds of Change. Everybody knows that ballad. I mean,
yeah. Of course, you know. I knew you. I knew you would know the band, but I didn't know if you know.
And then Someone Like You. Yeah.
No one like you. Yeah. They're loved here. They're loved here in Montreal. All the big bands come here.
Oh yeah.
Not as much as come to New York, of course.
Okay, there's a guy that does that records drops of us, the things we say. He's great for doing that, but the guy's kind of a dick because you're in voice chat with him, and he's from Quebec, and he'll turn you all the way down. It's like, wow, I was trying to have a conversation with this guy. I didn't know he was a fucking dick.
What's his name?
Turning everybody down and not wanting to talk to them at all. This guy, sometimes he does that.
What's his name?
Ganji. I don't really know his real name. It doesn't really matter. Right.
You're not talking about Hansi, are you?
No, Ganji. He's great at organizing drops.
Okay, but he used to, for Howard Stern, there was a Mike Ganji. He used to work for Howard
But
Stern.
it's not Ganji.
Okay, not that guy. Okay, I don't know who this guy is, but I'll look him up if he's on
That guy.
Twitter. Black guy. I'll have
He's
to
a
look
good
him
that
up.
guy.
And he makes a living doing like recording.
No, he would just record the drops if you're a streamer. Anybody's drops that he's in Discords with. He's great at organizing it. I mean, making it. And I have a friend that organizes it. But I love his art. But sometimes he could be a dick. That's all I'm saying. But anybody can, really.
Well, we all could.
And I'm not gonna say anything more about him. But he's from the same part of Canada, but there are two different cities in that part: Montreal and Quebec.
Quebec City, yeah, Quebec City is a big city. Montreal and there's 1,000 of cities in between, like all big places. Geographically, we're huge. Quebec is huge, but because it's so fucking cold here, a lot of people don't want to live here. So it's 8 million
Was
people.
it? You know, my friend Rex said with about Montreal. He shits on it. He says it's fucking trash, and I'm like, yeah, you're unsophisticated and a douche, right? We say to him.
The thing is, the French that push the English around, the government are trash, but the people are mostly not bad. But the governments are mean because they want to nail the English to the ground. They don't like them.
I think he's caught in political stuff, and he doesn't know. Like, he's never met a Frenchman. I'm know this guy. Have you ever heard of the bass guy? Bass guy's from Montreal.
Base guide, no.
He's this fucking streamer. He used to be on Periscope. He comes on a few other things. He's on YouTube, and he will do a show where he plays the bass. And he likes to play the
No, I don't.
bass, the music. And he's in a jazz group. Oh yeah, he's in like a swing jazz group and stuff, man.
What's his name again?
Bass guy.
Base guide. Are they on Twitter? Because I usually go on Twitter for these types of.
Let's see, Frankie McDonald. You know Frankie
Oh,
McDonald?
the weather guy.
Yeah, he's a local legend.
I think he follows me.
Go
Yeah.
on the bass guy show all the time. I'm sure he does. I use Skype call him to the bass guys sometimes. I got
He follows
different
me.
Skype now. I would love to talk with the bass guy again one day. He's great. I love that guy.
I'll look him up. I'll see him. I don't go on
Yeah.
all the other things that much, like Discord. I never heard of it.
No.
I heard of this stream thing, but I never been on it.
It's a great way to kind of have a channel. Have people following you. Hey, what's up, football?
I can't see
it's
watching. I can't see. Is
you
there?
can't see. You can't see chat, really?
Oh, should I press
Weird.
on private chat or comments?
Yeah. You see private, and then you should see comments from everyone.
Okay, comments. Oh, now I see it. I thought nobody was listening. Naked
Hey,
girl.
Shane.
Okay, now I see this. Okay, that's nice to see. Still, look at all these comments.
If anybody wants to come up and engage in the conversation, go ahead. I forgot to tell the Twitter people, and they like to have this sometimes. Oh, and I did clickbait, so we're going to take a musical break after I share this, and I'm going to watch what I clipped up there. It's been 30 minutes. It's time to talk about it, all right?
Okay, should I wait?
No, you don't have to wait. We can talk about it together. I just got add stream. Okay, so share screen, add a plus. Go back to YouTube, find my friend's channel, and share something. It's gonna be about Kyle. You'll know all about Kyle now.
I'll talk about it. Whatever. I don't know.
All right.
Maybe I heard of the Kyle Rittenhouse that shoots people.
Nope.
Not him.
This is the latest video. Okay. I have to go back to YouTube stream down for 1 second.
There's no way for me to put this on my channel at the same time, eh? Or
No, you can screen snipe it, but maybe next time.
Or maybe you'll teach me how to get it on my channel after, if it's okay with you, of course.
We'll see. Play that.
I won't do it now because I could screw things up, and I don't want to press buttons. See, look, I don't know how to do what you're doing.
All right, this is a video that my friend made. Now Brendan Schwab is threatening unique entertainment. Motherfucker.
How did Schwab threaten me? All right, so Someone
I know
tweeted
this guy.
me.
Yeah.
This was on the latest episode of the fighter and the kid.
I can
Unanimous
fill
on
you in
stuff.
on what's
Yeah,
happening.
unanimous. But then when I find out who you are
Yeah.
and I come to your house,
Yeah.
keep the same energy.
Please keep
'Cause
that same
I have
energy.
a skill set you do not.
I will fill you in. Right. All right.
The guy on
Mr.
top, Cheyenne
Schwab.
Fed, Cyan Z, right?
Yeah, Mr. Schwab, who is not funny, is suing Kyle for fair use. Pretty much, right? He pretty much wants to do the same thing, and Kyle criticizes him and makes fun of him. And Mr. Schwab can't take a joke. He pretty much wants to do the same, possibly watch Kyle criticize him or want somebody else to do the same freaking thing. Right, and now he's threatening Kyle. I want Kyle to take him for every dime he has and take his whole family now, man.
So Kyle is in the bottom video, or he's not? He's not. Cyan Z is in the top, right?
Yeah. That's
I know
Kyle's
him.
on top. Brandon, the hack, is in the bottom.
Right.
He's a plant. He only went in comedy because his friend Joe Rogan was retiring. He said, "Hey, Brandon, you should do some," or Brendan, you should do some sets at the comedy store. Yeah, that's a plant. He played the in sync of comics. Yeah.
What's his last name, Kyle?
I don't know. I forget Kyle. I've never known Kyle's last name. He's just Kyle, all right, or uniqueness.
Okay.
It's Kyle, all right. We don't need to know Kyle's last name.
Not have.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to go to
I don't
the
know.
darkest places.
That's right.
I'm willing to swim in the waters. You're not. My
You've
entire
been in those
hold on,
waters.
my
Yeah.
entire career.
Been in those waters.
Name the water, Papa.
No.
Name the water.
Well, I said that about
Name the
I
water.
said that about you because there was some stuff going on, and I said
He means the lawsuit.
the problem with certain people is that if they get your attention, now that they got your attention, your knee's not coming off their fucking no. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
So there is something called follow through. But I
That's true.
Now that clip is longer.
That
What's this?
clip is
When I
long,
show
man.
up to your house, he only knows one person's address, and it's my address. Like a fucking guy is suing me. But now you're threatening to show up to my house? Bring it, nigga. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy when me and my goon niggas fucking handle you if you ever show up here. What are you talking about? I'm a violent ex-felon with gun felonies, you dumb motherfucker. What are you talking about? You're never
No.
gonna show up anywhere near me. You'd cross the street if I
Yeah.
walk down.
Schwab
the
is the
same
bigger
street as
beta.
you. What are
Beta.
you saying?
Cyan Z's got a good show. Yeah, I heard him a few times.
What is he talking about?
That's our friend CEO. I love when I hear that laugh. It's great.
He does a lot of Stern related stuff and Opie stuff. Cyan Z.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Are there any more
I
videos
can't figure out how do
by?
you do that with the double technology.
Let's see if this
Pretty
my
good.
friend has been doing more stuff.
How come YouTube shut me down when I had a movie playing on TV while I was doing a show where nobody
I
was
know.
watching? They found it. They heard some dialogue from a movie from 1973, and they gave me a message that I'm closed down. For what? You have all these things up there, and they're not bothering you. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how all you guys do. I'm impressed that you can figure out all to do all those videos.
Hey, Chris, can you do me a favor? Can you go pick my kids up from school? I gotta take the truck over to Rogan. I cannot. I'm not allowed within 50 feet of school. What? Why not? It's because of the 40 women that came out with sexual misconduct allegations against it. Yeah, that's why. That's why. What, B? I thought you was speaking metaphor. Like when I said Rogan is the bald guy killing it with side pussy, I meant he's killing it as a podcaster. And I thought that because podcasting was so young, that you was molesting the game. You did that shit? Okay, fuck you. Hey, Brian Kelly, how about you hang up Brennan's coat? Oh, you can't because you rape girls in the closet. Oh, very nice. Hey, Chris, can you do me a favor? Can you go pick my kids up from school? I gotta take the truck over to Rogan. I cannot. I'm not allowed within 50 feet of school. What? Why not? It's because of the 40 women that came out with sexual misconduct allegations against it. That's why. That's why. What, B? I thought you was speaking metaphor. Like when I said Rogan is the bald guy killing it with side pussy, I meant he's killing it as a podcaster. And I thought that, like, because podcasting was so young, that you was, like, molesting the game. You did that shit? Okay, fuck you. Hey, Brian Kelly, how about you hang up Brennan's coat? Oh, well, you can't because you rape girls in the closet. Oh, very nice. Hey, Chris, can you do me a favor? Can you go pick my kids up from school? I gotta take the truck over to Rogan. I cannot. I'm not allowed within 50 feet of school. What?
Oops.
Why not?
What?
It's because of the 40 women that came out with sexual misconduct allegations against it.
Oh, damn it.
That's why.
You're right.
That's why. What, B? I thought you was speaking metaphor. Like when I said Rogan is.
I met Chris D'Elia too before he got into trouble. I
Oh,
saw him
nice. So
on
you
the
met
Texas block.
we didn't know he's creepy yet, do we?
Well,
Right?
he did. I didn't really know I knew him from being on that show with that broad there that writes comedy. She had a sitcom. That tall, good-looking, black, dark-haired girl.
All right. I will just cover this for another 10 or so minutes.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to another channel that we will get a little
You'll have
bit more.
to teach me how to do all those things.
What?
You'll have to teach me how to do this as a part of a show because I can't figure it out.
What videos? You just need to share the screen. There's this thing.
Everybody says it's easy until I can't figure it out. then it's not as easy for me.
I could do a unlive thing to show you how to do it without being live. It's easy.
Could try that one day, yeah. Grigster's good at this too.
All right. I'll just start with with episode 4.
What is this?
Let's see. Yeah, it's Schwab fail.
He must have been on OPE or Jim and Sam because I know the name.
No, he's friends with Joe Rogan. He's a plant.
That's how I know.
He's a plant. Oh, it's a new one. I mean, if I were you, I'd catch up. 12 minutes, then I'll go back to music.
Okay.
This too. This is Ian. The other one was on a related channel.
Who's this?
This is Ian. The other one was on a related channel.
Ian Ellison.
You ain't got nothing for Christmas.
All right, Kyle, who's our next witness? For the next witness, I like to call the moderator of the Fighter in the Kids subreddit. That's good, B. So, I understand you permanently banned Philip Wave from the Fighter in the Kids subreddit. Is that true? Yeah, he was making funny videos about Brandon and then posting them. So he had to go. Wait, you permanently banned Philip Wave? The hole is blocked. We need that open. You guys blocked Philip Wave too? Sweet. You know what? We're going to recess. We'll bring this witness back up when it feels like the bit can be funny. Hey, cool kids. What are you guys up to? Being goth? We're not goth kids. We're scoff kids. A scoff. So what? You don't shop at Hot Topic? Like, what's the difference? Like, literally, goth kids think life is pain, but like we think that emotions are cringe. Oh, so here's cringe.
That's right.
I hate this new generation.
Oh, excuse me. Hey, guys, coming through. Hey, Sam AAA, tinfoil hat podcast. Hey, coming through. Poor man, Don Benjamin, coming through. Hold on. Oh, Brian, glad I found you. Hey, I need you to take my kids. I gotta go somewhere real quick. Hey, take my kids. Watch my kids. I'm not watching your kids. What, did you get in the coke for the show again? The coke for the conspiracy show? God damn it, why are you always so coked up? No, I'm not watching that. No, dude, this guy was singing about my kids. I gotta go see him. And I'll get more coke. I'll get more coke while I'm gone. Just watch the kids, okay? I gotta go. Bye. Whoop. No. All right, somebody take these guys. I gotta go find Chris and Brandon. Somebody take them. Who's gonna do it?
Yeah. I could take them. No, this guy's
Lock that down.
Jesse P.S. from Pot Awful's a pedo. Now beat it before I call the cops.
Oh, watching kids is cringe. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Whole thing moved?
Oh.
Jeez. Fappy kids like cartoon squirrels. You take the kids.
Hey, come on, man. My dick's itching.
Hey, you mean the live loops? What?
As much as it pains me to say this, Fappy, you're literally the most responsible person here. Please.
How exactly am I supposed to find this guy to give these kids back?
Oh, don't worry about it, bro. He's gonna come find you. Believe that. Yeah.
All right, fine. Come on, you little tater tots. Let's get out of here.
Oh, Senor Brandon, Mr. Brandon. We need to talk, puppy. Yeah, we need to talk now.
Babe, I'm kind of in the middle of a trial.
Yeah, see, I'm leaving you, Mr. Brandon. See, I'm taking the kids. We're going to Nevada. See, we're going to live with my brother and my father. See, I don't want to be in this show no more. I'm leaving you away. Sorry.
What? You're leaving me?
See, I'm leaving you. I'm going to take all your money, but I leave you your truck so you have something to sleep in at night. Goodbye forever, Brandon.
Don't worry, Brandon. I still like you. Beta!
Brandon, quick, we need to talk. Brandon, the girls from It's Trash Tuesday are doing a live event, and it looks like they're exposing you. Wow.
Yeah. And Sam Tripoli just dumped his kids off on Little Fappy X and then took off with all the coke for our conspiracy show. Bro, what are we gonna do? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to that live event. All right. Brian Callen, you're gonna take Bobby Lee's wife to the closet on the first floor. You get in there and you do what you do. Yeah. Chris, you're gonna take care of the little one they call Esther.
Wait, why do I have to have the ugly one?
'Cause she's the youngest.
Very nice.
Once you get them taken care of, I'll take care of any leader, man. Oh, dude, I wouldn't do that, dude. Last I heard, she was dating Kurt Meskin, bro. I wouldn't fuck with that chick, man. Wouldn't fuck with her.
I think it won't.
Is he like a big guy or something?
I think we gotta end it, man. It won't. I'll be back.